Hi, my name is Misha, and I changed my career to DevOps in 6 months without any previous experience, and I've been working as a DevOps engineer for 3 years now. On top of that, I was awarded with the Microsoft MVP award, and I'm being invited to speak about DevOps on podcasts and events. The journey into DevOps was hard because I didn't know where to start. But if I knew what I'm about to share with you in this video, I would have done it even faster than 6 months. Watch this video until the end and feel free to put it on double speed. But if you take these things and put them into practice, I guarantee you'll land your first position in no time. Number 1. Systematize your learning. When I started my career change into DevOps, I knew I had an insane amount of new skills and information to learn. I realized I needed to create a system for myself that would help me to learn as efficiently as possible. I created a system by watching hundreds of hours of productivity YouTube and reading books, but over the years I've honed this to perfection and it has become an insanely effective system to take notes and organize my life, which allows me to learn new skills at record speed. I've created a free playlist here on YouTube where I explain my entire note-taking system, and you can find it by following this link. Number 2, learn Linux. Linux is the most important skill to have as a DevOps engineer. It's crucial. Everything runs on Linux, and you will encounter it everywhere. When you have mastered note-taking, Linux is the next skill to learn if you wish to become a cloud or DevOps engineer. Docker containers are Linux. Kubernetes is Linux. Microsoft Azure runs on Linux. It's all Linux under the hood, and you need to know it. I've worked with people who call themselves DevOps engineers, but who cannot use the command line or don't have a clue about the Unix file system. I mean, they're great people, but they are lousy engineers, quite frankly. And if you want to be a good DevOps engineer, you'll need to learn Linux. You'll need to know it well. But the good news is that the internet is full of excellent resources to learn Linux for free. All you need is an old laptop to get started, and I create a full series about learning Linux, which you can view here. Number 3, join a community. When I started out, niched communities weren't really a thing. You only had Reddit, but if you start asking beginner questions on Linux or DevOps on the subreddits, you are going to get downvoted and nobody's going to help you. At least that was my experience, and I was really frustrated when that happened. I didn't have a place to ask questions, and that really stunted my growth. I was just fumbling about in the dark and I didn't know where to begin. And this is exactly why I created my private school community. This is a community of over 300 seasoned engineers who are all eager to grow and to help each other. Every question usually gets answered within the same day. And if you join this community, you make an introduction and then you will get advice on what the right next step for you is. If you join today, you get access to the best DevOps community on the internet. And if that wasn't enough, you also get access to my entire course portfolio, including the course series to build your note-taking system, learning how to learn, and full courses on learning Linux and Kubernetes. You can ask me questions directly, or you can even ask me questions live in one of the 2 Q&A calls I host every week. I'm running a sale where you can save $120 by purchasing an annual membership, and if you're in doubt, you can book a free onboarding call with me. Check it out. You won't regret it. Number 4, do everything in public. The best decision I made when I started my DevOps journey was to start a blog and to document my journey. I've been offered jobs based on my blog alone, and it established me as a DevOps expert in the field, which even led to me being awarded the prestigious Microsoft MVP award. I learned about doing everything in public from the book Show Your Work by Austin Kleon, and I'll put a link to that down below. But in order to do everything in public, you should start an X account, Twitter, and post about what you're learning every day, and write about the problems that you solve in your home lab on a blog. This is a way to make your work visible to the world and to show that you are truly passionate about what you do. Number 5, learn a programming language. As a DevOps engineer, you'll need to automate tasks and work with various tools and APIs. That's why learning a programming language is crucial. I recommend learning either Python or Go. Python is versatile and beginner-friendly, while Go is fast and great for building cloud-native applications. But Go has a much steeper learning curve. I personally started with Python and found it incredibly useful for scripting and automation. Focus on learning the basics and then apply your knowledge to DevOps-specific tasks, like writing scripts for CI/CD pipelines or creating tools to manage cloud resources. Make sure to apply it to DevOps projects as soon as possible. Number 6, pick one cloud provider and get some certifications. Cloud computing is at the heart of modern DevOps practices. While there are several cloud providers out there, I recommend focusing on one to start with. Whether it's AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, pick the one that interests you most and is most demand in your area. Because I'm in Europe, Azure, Microsoft Azure, seemed like the best choice for me. Microsoft has large data centers located right here in the Netherlands, which make them much more attractive for enterprise and government clients because they want to keep their data inside of the country. They have to keep their data inside of the country. An architect friend of mine once said, "Managers want Azure, developers want AWS." And I based my decision on that. The most important thing is to commit to only one provider in the beginning, and I made the same mistake. I thought I needed to learn several and keep up to date with all the updates on both. Don't imagine you can learn several or think that you have a better chance at a job because you know several. Specialize first and then learn a second one later if you want to. Once you've chosen a provider, dive deep into their services and aim to get certified. One thing I like about certifications is that they give you a clear goal to work towards and a learning path to follow. They are not a substitute for experience, but they will help to validate that you have the knowledge of the subjects that you will be working with. Number 7, start a home lab. Theory is important, but nothing beats hands-on experience. And you can get that at home. Setting up a home lab is an excellent way to apply what you've learned and experiment with different technologies. You don't need expensive equipment like big server racks and all this fancy neon lighting. All you need is an old laptop and a Raspberry Pi. Or a Raspberry Pi. I mean, that's enough to get started. You already have that lying around. In your home lab, you can set up Linux servers, experiment with containerization using Docker, and eventually create your own Kubernetes cluster. This is the place where you can make mistakes, break things, and learn how to fix them without the pressure of a production environment. And one of the best things of the home lab is that you can document the entire journey of setting it up on your blog and on X or LinkedIn. Create a home lab repo on GitHub and then commit all of the code there in public. This also forces you to think about security and how to manage your secrets. It's a great exercise and it will train you to keep your credentials out of your code right from the beginning. Use environment variables instead. Pro tip. Number 8, apply for junior positions and internships from day one. One mistake I made when I started out was waiting too long to apply for positions. Don't wait until you feel ready. Just start applying for junior DevOps positions and internships as soon as you have some basic skills and a certification. Many companies are willing to train junior engineers, albeit for a lower salary, but the interview process itself is a great learning experience. Even if you don't get the job, you will gain valuable insights into what your employers are looking for and where you need to improve. Remember, rejection is part of the process. Don't get discouraged. Use each application and interview as a learning opportunity. Keep refining your skills and expanding your knowledge, and the right opportunity will come along. Interviewing is a skill in and of itself, and the more interviews you do, the better you will get at it. Number 9, build a portfolio of projects. As you learn new skills, it's crucial to apply them to real-world projects. Building a portfolio of DevOps projects demonstrates your abilities to potential employers far more effectively than any certification alone. Start with a simple project like setting up a CI/CD pipeline for a basic web application, and then gradually increase the complexity. You could create a microservice application deployed on Kubernetes, or build an infrastructure as code project or using Terraform, or both. Document these projects thoroughly on your blog and on GitHub. Explain your thought process, the challenges you faced, and how you overcame them. This not only showcases your technical skills, but also your problem-solving abilities and your communication skills. This is all extremely important for DevOps roles. It's not just about the tech, it's also about collaboration, the ability to voice your ideas, how your social skills are. It's all important. And the last one, number 10, go to local DevOps meetups. Don't underestimate the power of networking. Find local DevOps meetups and go to them. These events are great opportunities to learn from experienced professionals, to stay updated with industry trends, and potentially find job opportunities. When I started, I was shy and hesitant to attend these events. But once I did, I realized how welcoming and helpful the DevOps community can be. You can make valuable connections, find mentors, and even land job opportunities through these meetups. If there aren't any meetups in your area, consider starting one. Organizing a meetup is a great way to build your network and to establish yourself in a local tech community. You don't need to be a senior engineer to do this. You don't need to be a guru to do this. You can do this as a junior engineer, and it will truly show your passion. To find meetups, go to meetup.com or LinkedIn to find them or to start your own. Remember, changing your career to DevOps is a journey. It requires dedication, continuous learning, and persistence. But with the right approach and right mindset, it's absolutely achievable. I did it, and so can you. I wish you the best of luck on your DevOps journey, and check out my community if you want to ask for advice and get support along the way. I can help you, the community can help you, and I really hope to see you there. The link will be down below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.